Alright guys, welcome back to Hollow Ridge Outdoors. So today we're going to be doing a review / setup of these new Garmin Xero sights. Special shout out to Garmin on sending us a couple of these things. Really stoked about it this year, so we're going to walk through the setup process and kind of review this thing as we go, so stick with us.
Okay, so initially turning this thing on is going to make you select your language. So obviously we're doing English. We want this to shoot in yards. And we want to start the pin calibration, yes. So we want to adjust the brightness. I'm pretty good with where it's at right now, so no. No, I don't want to adjust the reticle brightness. You can change this stuff at any given time, so it's not a huge factor. So now we want to stand at the desired range for the first pin. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to stand back here at 15 yards for our first shot. We're going to get everything dialed in at 15. We'll show you what the bow's asking of us. We'll get it dialed in, and then we're going to go back in 10-yard increments. And the good thing about this is you can literally go back to 130 yards if you want to. As you can tell, we got plenty of room to spread out back here behind us. So we're going to start at 15 and we'll work our way back and we'll show you guys the process. So we're going to start. It says stand at the desired range for the first pin. I'm going to hit OK. Now it says hold trigger to range and align the reticle circle with the pin. So we'll show you guys a clip of what that looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me get an arrow put in here. Alright. Basically, it's got some arrows pointing toward a center circle. You want to align that up at full draw. And mine actually needs to move a little bit to the left, Heath. So let me move that. Okay, so now, after adjusting, my reticle is perfectly in the center of the dot. So I'm going to tell me now I want to draw back and I want to hold in my button here to range my target. So once I do that, it'll ask me if I like that range. So let's do that real fast. Okay, so I ranged it. I'm at 15 yards, which is where I wanted to be. Use 15-yard pin, yes. Now it says set pin using vertical and horizontal rails. We've already got ours set up for that, so I'm going to hit done. And then it says use your curved rails. So you'll see on this, there's actually 2 sets of adjustment horizontally and 2 sets of adjustment vertically. You got a straight up and down and a straight left and right, and then you've got a curved. The curved is how you move to get that reticle where you want it. So I've already done that. I'm going to hit done. Now shoot an arrow using the pin. And that's going to ask me if it's an accurate shot after I shoot it. So hopefully we hit the target. Looked like it's pretty dead center there, didn't it? Alright, so I'm going to hit yes, it's still accurate. Now it's asking me to back up 10 yards. So we're going to move back here and we'll show you guys that shot.
Alright guys, so Justin got set up there. He center punched his. I had to do a little tweaking with mine, but what we've done now, I got mine dialed in, and this Garmin's informed us to back up 10 yards. So right now it currently says back up 10 yards. So I'm gonna hit OK and hold trigger to range, align reticle circle with pin. So let's go ahead and do that now. Should be somewhere in the ballpark of 25 right here. 25 on the money. What it says now is use 25-yard range, which that's what we're going to do. Use pin to shoot target. Let's see what we do here. Alright, so he's a little bit to the right. I'm gonna shoot it one more time, see where that puts us. And may have to push this sight to the right just a little bit. Alright, so we were definitely shooting to the right, so we went ahead and made an adjustment here. The good thing about this is you can adjust your left and right horizontal on your mount, and you don't have to technically do anything with the sight till you get hitting good left and right, and then you can start tweaking your actual digital pin there. So let's see what happens here. So we definitely are shooting about 1 inch high. So basically the question that comes up after you start shooting, it says, did arrows hit the bullseye? And of course I'm gonna scroll over and say no and hit okay. And did it miss high or low? So it's missed high, so we're gonna hit okay. And then it gives you inches high. And I mean, this thing ranges, I don't even know how far, but it goes in 1/2 inch increments up or down. So we're gonna go and we're gonna put 1 inch high and hit okay. Range pin adjusted, so it's adjusting and calibrating now. Now it's done, so we're gonna shoot again. Use pin to shoot. I'm happy with that. So it asks again, did arrows hit the bullseye? And we're gonna hit yes, okay. So it's telling me once again to back up 10 yards. So we'll see you on the next one.
All right, so Heath and myself are both dialed in at 25 yards. The Garmin Xero, once we said that we're hitting bullseye, it asked us to move back another 10 yards, so I'm gonna hit okay. It's asking me to hold the trigger, range and align your reticle, and it's gonna give you a pin here, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, there's 35 yards. Yes, that is the range I want to use. Now use the pin to shoot, so we're gonna take a few shots. May have to do some adjustments here up and down. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, I was a tad bit high. I don't want to make any adjustments yet. I want to shoot 2, possibly 3 arrows to make sure I'm getting a consistent shot pattern here. So, let's shoot one more and see if it's high. We may bump this thing down a notch. Alright, so I've been consistently shooting just a little bit high. So, the Garmin's asking, did your arrows hit bullseye? I'm going to go down to no. I'm going to say I missed high. And I'm going to bump it 1 inch high. So it's going to adjust the pin. And it's going to ask me to shoot another one. So let's shoot another one, see how we do. Another one here just to keep dialing this thing in. You can sit here and tweak it as much as you want to, and we're going to try to get them pretty close as we can. So let's see what it does. Alright, so I'm shooting pretty consistent now. So did arrows hit the bullseye? Yes. And it's asking me to move back 10 yards. We'll do that.
Alright, so as you've seen there at 35 yards, Justin got his dialed in. I just got mine dialed in. My first shot was pretty low, actually about 5 inches, but then I proceeded to put about 1-2 inch groups in 3 shots in a row. So we got that locked in, and now, so we went 25, 35, 45, and now it's asked us if we want to calibrate more ranges or yardage, and of course we selected yes. And am I saying that right?
No,
I'm sorry,
15.
I apologize. We went 15, 25, 35, and so now it's asking us for more yardages. So now we've moved back to 45 yards, and we're going to go ahead move to desired range. So we're here, and we're going to see how close we are right here to 45 yards. All right, so now we got this thing locked in at 45 yard range. So we're gonna let the first one fly here. Actually wasn't bad, up and down, just a little left. And once again, guys, that's probably me. Like I say, we're at 45 yards here, so let's sling another one. Alright, so I got mine set at 45. Pretty happy. I put 2 literally in the bullseye, so back to back. So pretty happy with that. So I got that set, and I think Justin and I was talking, we're going to move back one more set, which is going to put us at 55 realistically. We're not going to probably shoot a deer out past 40, really past 30, but it's always good to have that just in case you got, you know, a big buck chasing a doe at 45, 50 yards and he stops. You know you've at least got a setup on your bow that's capable of taking that shot. So stick with us.
Alright guys, so we both got shooting pretty good shots at 45, and we backed on up another 10 yards, so I'm gonna tell the Garmin that I want to move to a new range. Now it's gonna ask me to hold my trigger and range this thing, so let's do that. I don't even know if I can hold it still long enough to get a range. We'll try. Showing 56. I'm gonna stay with it. I ain't gonna tweak it much. So 56 yards, yes. Now we're gonna use the pin. We're gonna take a shot. So say a prayer I don't lose an arrow here. There goes an arrow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we lost the X-Ring custom arrow. That's a hefty fine I had to pay right there. So I'm gonna sling another one. If I lose another arrow, I'm gonna cancel calibration this far back and just take it at 45 and run for a little bit. But let's take another shot, see what we can do.
You hit the target.
I hit the target.
I couldn't tell where you was at.
Praise the Lord on that one. Phew. I'm still about 3 inches high, so I set the Garmin high 3 inches, so it moved that pin for me. Let's try it again. Alright, so I'm pretty good up and down now. I'm still left and right. I think it's probably me. Pretty tired shooting too, so not the best to be tired shooting this far, but we'll try another one. Alright, so I finally got mine set here. Up and down wise, I'm still a little left and right. It's just me. I'm tired. I'm shooting. It's 90 something degrees, and I need practice from this far away. But up and down, I'm looking really good. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna shoot one more, and then he's gonna move on back and see how far he can push his. So I'm done with mine. Mine's set. My Garmin is ready to hunt with. We'll show you what he's gonna do.
Alright, we have pretty good hop and skip back through here. If I step that off right, we should be somewhere close to between 67, 64 yards. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna move the desired range, which I'm here, and then I'm going to, got to get my laser set here. Showing 65. So right on the money. Whew. Here's moment of truth, boy. Never ever take a shot this far, but I guess it's pretty cool to have this thing if it'll dial in here. Get this pin set. that was the first miss. All right, we're gonna go again here. I knew when I let it go, I was all over the place and shot to the left. So let's see what we can do here again.
Hit the target.
All right, so felt good on that one. Let it go, and maybe an inch and a half low. I'm not gonna complain with that. I'm gonna let one more go here and get this thing locked in and call it a day at 65. So if you never shot this Garmin, check them out, guys.
Talking dead centered that one.
No.
Dead centered it. Heart shot.
I am going to say that I missed low and by 2 inches. Shoot one more right here and lock this thing in and call it a day. Alright guys, so we got these things set up. I'm very happy with this thing. Like I said, I stretched mine out to 65 and good up and down. I'm torquing a little bit to the left, but that's, you know, it's probably typical with that distance. So very happy with this thing, guys. Need to go over and check them out for sure. Garmin's an awesome company.
Absolutely, we appreciate them once again for sending them out. Setup on this thing, as you guys seen, it's very simple. It's step by step. Tells you exactly what to do. You can't mess it up. You get your starting distance and then you go back as far as you want to, 10-yard increments. And then once you get set, so mine's good to 55. If I try to range past 55 at this point, it will not give me a pin, so I can't even take a shot that far. Heath is good to 65. Beyond that point, it won't give you a pin. So if you want to step back further, 70, 75, 80 yards, then you can do that. And then anywhere you hit that button in between those yardages, from 0 to 55 on mine, it'll give you an exact dot on where to hold it, whether it's 51 yards, 31 yards, 38 yards, whatever it may be. That's what's cool about these. And also, there's no hindrance in this sight glass. It's all open. All you see is a red dot wherever your target is. So that makes it really easy to shoot. We're definitely going to put some more rounds through these things before we get into deer season here in a few weeks, and hopefully we've got them super dialed in by that point. But as far as day one goes, they don't get much better, do they?
No. Like I say, very happy with them. Like Justin was saying, even the red dot in there, there's an option of you can dim that or brighten it as well. So it's love this thing. It's got angle compensation, so you get up in the tree stand, you got a deer down in a deep ravine or something, it compensates for that and actually gives you the angle and the yardage and puts the pin in there. So like I say, it's a no-brainer. I will say this sight is very expensive, but I feel, in my opinion, that it's worth it in the long run. There's been numerous times I've been deer hunting and have a deer come through, and actually my buck Goliath that I shot, I thought he was 60 yards and ended up being 40. He was on the side of a hill, and I just way misjudged the yardage because I didn't have anything like this in play. But you know, I think this is really gonna help offset that hindrance. So
anyhow, guys, we appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave us a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what your thoughts are. If you got any questions on the Garmin, we'll try to do our best to answer them for you. Go over to Instagram and follow us at Hollow Ridge Outdoors. Check out all of our sponsors. Once again, shout out to Garmin and Prime for these sweet setups we got this year. So anyways, we'll check back in with you guys on the next video. Stay tuned.